Drought and dry weather continue to be a concern this spring, especially over the western half of the Plains states, the northern Great Plains in particular. Early April warmth has continued. In fact, we've had quite a number of record highs in the latter part of March. Signs are that relative to average, start of April will be a little bit cooler, but still much above average, just not as extreme as it's been. Dry weather overall will continue. Now, there will be a chance of some showers here and there. I just don't see any of this moisture affecting the driest parts of a country in such a way that they would be able to end the drought. Biggest problem that we've had is the jet stream ridge, which has been quite extreme the last few days, allowing, well, let's call it unseasonably mild weather into the northern plains for the Easter weekend. Now, as we go through the week, that heat will build up in the southern plains, but the jet stream is expected to crash a bit, and that will allow not really cold weather, but slightly cooler weather by early in the week to drop down, like by Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll see some of those days will actually have high temperatures into North Dakota down into the 50s, which is considerably cooler than it's been, but still above average. Hot weather down south, a lot of 80s through Texas and Oklahoma, parts of Arkansas. That'll eventually shift down into the southeast, and by the end of the week, the only real warm places will be the usual spots, the desert southwest, Florida, and parts of southern Texas. Meanwhile, the northern plains will generally cool down toward the end of the week as the jet stream takes a little bit of a dip. And as we move into next week, the second week, which would actually be the week of April 11th through the 17th, I'm expecting the ridge to kind of try to rebound, but form a little bit of a split flow. And that split flow basically means I think we're going to see the weather drying out again. Between now and then, this coming first week, there will be a chance for some moisture. Next week is looking fairly dry. Let's take a look at the moisture chances. There will be a weather system this week that will probably bring some rain to the Dakotas. Looks like the rainfall will become more substantial as it goes east. None of this will be excessive or really heavy, but some decent rains from the Great Lakes into the Canadian Maritimes, probably just some spotty showers or light rains in the Great Plains, and most of the south this first week looks fairly dry. Next week, won't say it won't rain, but it doesn't look like much. The west looks like it will continue to be dry. The focus for rain in the east will likely be in the southeast. The general drought outlook from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is as we go through the rest of the spring season and in through the first month of summer through June 30th, drought is likely to persist and some areas continue to develop throughout the western half of the country.